Hey guys, welcome back to TayMysticalMermaid. So this is going to be a pick a card reading on who's pulling on your energy. Okay, so who's pulling on your energy right now? We just want to see like anyone who could be like pulling the string, pulling your energy, pulling on you at this time. Now, some of you who are intuitive can feel. You could just feel when someone is on you or pulling at your energy. I actually have a whole TikTok video where I talked about this. But we're going to see what comes out in this reading, okay? Now keep in mind, this is a collective reading. So some of it may resonate. Some of it may not resonate. The whole thing might resonate. The whole thing may not resonate. Choose another option, or you can always check out another reader, okay? So we're going to have 3 options today. I do want to mention that I am currently open for personal readings. When you guys see this video, hit me up at MysticalMermaidLight@gmail.com, okay? You get $10 off of your first reading, your first 30-minute reading or longer if you're new with me, okay? So you can always email me and hit me up and see if I'm available for same-day readings, because some days I am open for same-day readings. I can send it to you like this. Some days I am, catching up on readings and I need a little bit more time. So just hit me up and I'll let you know where I'm at, all right? I want to apologize, give a quick disclaimer. If you hear any noise in the background, it's broad daylight when I'm filming this. You could hear my girlies, Harlow and Nova, or you could hear my neighbors' dogs and cats. You could hear my mailman, okay, or anyone dropping off mail, okay? So hopefully not a solicitor, because I got a bunch of signs up saying do not solicit, but they do sometimes show up. So I do apologize if you hear any noise in the background, as well as if you hear my belly growl. It's going to be time for lunch quite soon, and I'm working on getting multiple meals within a day because, let's just say, your girl had a health checkup and I gotta do better. So I gotta work on my eating habits, but so I might have to stop the video. If you see a little pause, it's to get a little something to eat. I try not to be rude and eat on camera, because who wants to hear you crunching and snacking on things? But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, there might be some days where I have to snack on something during these readings, because they can end up being very long and you'll hear my stomach growl. But sometimes you'll hear my stomach growl because I'm picking up on the energy, the anxiety, the energy of the reading. So I'll let you know which one is which. I'll let y'all know if I'm hungry or if that's something else. So that's my message to y'all. Let's get started. We're gonna have 3 options. Dear God, Goddess, Holy Spirit, please be present in this reading. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Metatron, Santa Fawn, and Uriel, please be present with me. Protect my energy. Protect my viewers' energies, Holy Spirit. Guide them to choose the right option for them, Holy Spirit. Protect them. Give them discernment and strong intuition at all times, Holy Spirit. Protect them from evil eye. Protect them from anyone or anything that is draining their energy, Holy Spirit. Ashe, so it is and so it shall be. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Option 1. We're going to have this beautiful peach clear crystal. Option 2, we're going to have this beautiful aura quartz crystal. And option 3, we're going to have this beautiful crystal. All right? Okay. Now, I do want to mention, you guys might see me come out of my jacket and put it back on. It's a dreary, like, overcasted day in LA, and let's just say also my hormones are fluctuating, so I get hot and then I get cold, so have patience with me. Option 1, welcome to your reading. Option 1, who's pulling on your energy? Who's I just heard who's summoning you. Well, that took a twist. So who's summoning you? Option 1, someone's summoning you. Someone's intentionally trying to call on your energy. I just heard, call on my name, call on my name, and be on the way, I'll be on the way. Okay, so The Weeknd, but I also heard a Janet Jackson song. This Janet Jackson song isn't as popular, but it's called Call on Me when you need somebody to care. I think that's her song with Nelly. Call on Me. I think that was on her Janet 2.0. I can't remember. But that song, Call on Me. So somebody is hoping that you call on them. Somebody wants you to reach out to them. Someone is summoning you to reach out to them. That's who's pulling on your energy. Someone who wants you to reach out to them. So they're thinking about you heavily. They're trying to connect with your energy because they're hoping that you reach out to them. It's almost like where, you know, I don't know if this person doesn't have a form of contact with you, or if you've got them blocked, or if they're just like in that energy where they want you to come to them, because it's giving like, man, I wish they would reach out. I really wish they would call. You know, it's giving that energy like, I would like to hear back from them. Or I wonder how so-and-so's been doing. Man, I hope I bump into them. Or I hope to hear from them. I hope their page crosses my timeline. I don't know why I'm getting the energy that, you know, like, I hate this, but you know how Facebook and Instagram have suggested friends? I hate that so badly. It's the Scorpio in me. It's like, we don't need to know all of this. Like, and you don't want everybody to know that your page exists. Like, you're not friends with just everybody. Anyways, that's the energy I'm getting. Maybe that's meaningful for this reading, but it's showing me that. But those rare chances where you do see someone, you're like, oh my God, that's so and so. Like, yes, like, and then you accidentally scroll and they're gone, or something happens, you accidentally press the exit, and you're like, no. Sometimes you do have those random encounters online where you're like, oh my God, I always want to know what happened to them. Or, oh, I was trying to get their Instagram and there it is, and then it's gone. So it could even be that this is someone who feels like they haven't had a fair chance of connecting with you the way they would like. But we gonna see. We gonna see. And I'm getting Drake. So someone could be a Scorpio. Be real with y'all. Scorpios, we're great at doing research, okay? We're great. We are great at doing, you know, some spying, some investigation. If you ever need some spying done, you need to get a hold of a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Queen of Cups here. So it could be a Scorpio, it could be a Cancer, it could be a Pisces. The mystical, girly energies, or they don't have to be feminine, but maybe that's what your sign is. Okay, let's see what's going on. Who's pulling on option one's energy? I just heard, say when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so sad. Now that I wanna leave, she's crying her heart to me. How could you let this be? I just need time to see where I wanna be, where I wanna be. Donnell Jones, these are way too many cards. Way too many, but let's see, we got art here. 10 of coins, 3 of wands. Somebody's waiting on you. Somebody's trying to manifest y'all. Literally is like possibly scrying, or like, it's like they're trying to pull you out of a painting, pull you out of the screen. Which Janet Jackson also has a song about that. She says, I know you can't stop looking, so don't try to deny me. Baby, I can see in your eyes. Oh, oh. You do anything if I let you inside me. What would you do if I came to life? Let me tell you, this body of mine, this body of mine. It's her song with Bun B. So this person may watch you over a screen, because this is a screen, like a picture. It's a frame. This person may look at your pictures and be like pulling on you by looking at your pictures. This person could even have screenshots of your pictures. If they don't have actual pictures with you, they can have screenshots of your picture. That's the thing about social media. And that's why a lot of people need to be careful when they're on like FaceTime with people, that they can screenshot you on FaceTime. So there's this energy of, maybe this person's a little paranoid. I'm hearing, why are you so paranoid? Maybe someone's paranoid, but it's like, I don't know. Someone is wanting to, they want to pull you into their world. Kind of like Take On Me by the Ahas. Take on me. Take on. Is that my Amazon package? I sure do hope so. But anyways, yeah, this person's like waiting for you. It's like they want you to call them. They want you to send them something. They want you to reach out. I don't know why I'm getting squirrel energy, almost like, kind of like a squirrel. Like it's giving very, maybe I don't want to say ADHD. Someone might have a lot of distractions, but it always comes back down to you. Someone could be an artist. We have art in the artist here. So someone could literally be an artist. It says, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So you could be this person's muse. You could literally be this person's muse. They could be inspired by whatever you do or whatever you share. This person, who this person is, like, I feel like this is someone who's trying to get more in touch with their spirituality. This is someone who's trying to connect more with their ancestors and angels. I'm going to see if I have another deck here. Yeah, I'm going to use this deck. I think this person is trying to connect with you spiritually, telepathically, astral traveling. This is the type of person that would purposely like try to figure out how to astral travel to you. So I would say y'all need some spiritual protection. And if you ever pick up on an energy that you feel is just not yours, it's not yours. Yeah, the numbers 222 or seeing a lot of twos could be significant, okay? And tens. Okay, let me see something. This person may want to send you something. 1111, as I said that. Okay. This person wants to send you something. That's what I'm getting. Let me see. I feel like there may be a love of the arts here. Theater, acting. This person wants to heal something with you. They want to alchemize something with you. And I strongly feel like they are performing some sort of spiritual alchemy and manifestation rituals because they're trying to pull you in. But they're hoping that you come to them. Almost like y'all. I'm getting an eerie energy. It kind of feels like this would be done in Halloween. Even the weather feels fall-like. It feels like magic. And it's crazy. I'm wearing my Beyonce Formation t-shirt where they're, like, it's giving witchy. It's giving witchy. They're showing me Coven by American Horror Story. Coven. They're showing me, even this shirt, like this depiction is like Beyonce. She's wearing all black, and they're all in black in front of old like homes in Louisiana. I'm telling you, and even Coven was filmed in Louisiana. Like I'm telling y'all, there is something witchy. Maybe Louisiana is significant for somebody, but there's like maybe hoodoo, maybe witchcraft, or voodoo or vodun, or Santeria, or some sort of occult or like occult belief system or practice or even manifestation. This person is trying to reel you in like a fishing rod. Like they're trying to put out bait and hope that you grab a hold of the bait and they can pull you in. So trying to bait you in. This person could actually practice divination themselves, you guys. They could practice divination with playing cards. Okay, this person could be going to a reader to get information or messages, and which is also another way of pulling on people's energy. So this person is either going to occultists to get understanding about you or get work done, or they have the gift or ability themselves. And now I always tell women, because I know most of my viewers are women, a lot of times you guys sleep on these men. And these men know what they're doing. Just because they act like they're not spiritual, or just because they say that they're Christian or Catholic or Muslim or Jewish, that doesn't mean a damn thing. Some of these men straight up practice occult rituals. So I'm strongly getting here that this person is somehow looking into you spiritually, not just physically, but spiritually. This person may be even trying to figure out where you live. They could be trying to get information on your neighborhood, your home. There's something with a home space. This person is trying to like look into where you live. This person, if you film, for example, like the way I film here, so it's dangerous. That's why I don't film in my bedroom. I've always had this weird kind of like thing about filming in personal spaces where it's like, don't film in places where you would rest. Film in places where you would actually have company. If I were to have company in my home, what rooms would I allow them in if I didn't know them that well? I don't trust everybody up in my space. But the thing is, like, if I were to have someone in my home, or if I had a roommate, which I'm working on getting, if I had a roommate, right, I would not let them into my bedroom. Like, I would have to know you, like, know you to allow you to see my room, see, you know. And I'm sometimes I'll show glimpses. I used to in the past, but doing like readings back to back in my space of rest, that is tricky. So maybe that's a message for someone, that you be careful what all you show online or what you share, because people could literally watch you. Even the phone is a portal, watch you to try to like put their energy, like project their energy into your space. That is what I'm getting, y'all. This person could be trying to project themselves into your space. They could be daydreaming. Like, if they know what your home looks like or know what a room looks like, they could be like projecting or visualizing what it would be like to be in your space with you. They could be daydreaming about you. Yeah, and I gotta chill. I'm hearing this song, dreaming. I fell asleep beneath the flowers for a couple of hours. On what is it? Such a wonderful day, or something like that. I don't know what this person's intentions are, but honey, they feel spiritually connected to you. They are going about this in a very like spiritual way. So they must be blocked physically, or they may feel like they have no way of getting a hold of you. It's kind of giving like twitches. I'm seeing twitches. Or like how twins, maybe someone's a twin here. If you're a twin, your twin is pulling on your energy. Or romantically, it could be a twin flame, huh? If you believe in twin flames, like a soulmate, a strong connection. This is giving the energy where it's like, even at a distance, I can feel your energy. Like, I've met twins that have shared some of the most interesting stories about how they've had a scar and then the scar went to their twin, or how they felt like something was wrong with their twin and something was wrong. Like, it's this telepathy between like individuals, and it doesn't always have to be a twin. You just have to have a strong cord or connection to an individual. But this is someone who feels like they have a strong cord or connection to you, and they are trying to, like, I heard siphon. And like siphon your energy or pull your energy, or they want, I'm hearing like, come here. Like, I'm actually feeling your energy. Do this. Do that. Just do that for a second. I know this sounds crazy, but if you're at home and you're watching option 1, do this for a second. Put your arms out and then bring it in fast. That air, like they're trying to pull you to them. Like if you were doing like pulling a a rope, like tug of war. This person's trying to pull you to them. So that means there must be a cord here, a tie, for them to feel that they can do this, especially if you already feel this. This person feels connected to you, like on every level, in every dimension. I just heard every timeline we would be connected. Wow, we would be tethered. That's, God, I don't know how to feel about this, because it's like, maybe this is actually the case. If you have a very strong soul contract with someone, or is this someone who wants this with you? And that's where I would say y'all need to cleanse and protect your energy. Big time. But if this is someone you know, because it's kind of coming off familial. It's coming off like this blood of my blood. Who says that? Blood of my blood. Isn't that from a movie or a quote? Blood of my blood. That's what I'm hearing. Blood of my blood. Maybe this is a family member. It could be a parent. It could be it's almost making me think of like when someone's missing. Hear me out. When someone's gone missing, or someone is just like out of touch, and it's like a call, like a cry, like a siren call or cry, like you're calling for someone because you're hoping that they're okay, or you miss them, or you need them. I'm getting that for some reason. This could be soul tribe. Someone is like literally summoning you. And it makes me think of like a seance. What movie was that? I think it's Haunted Mansion. Yo, I'm seeing all these houses. Haunted Mansion. There could be a haunted home. Haunted space here. It's taking a little turn. Something about a home. Very interesting. A portal within a home. If you've had a dream about a home, or it's like a family home or something, or a neighborhood, that can be significant. Oh my God, it's reminding me of one of my friends. She had like this interesting dream about a home and a portal being in it. And it had to do with her ancestors. Y'all, pay attention, because for some of y'all, for very few of y'all, this ain't human. For very few of y'all, this is not a Hierophant, Temperance Angel, Ten of Coins ancestor, Three of Wands waiting. For some of y'all, this is an ancestor that's pulling on your energy. Familial. A familiar spirit, an ancestor that's trying to protect your space, trying to protect your energy, shielding you. You know how they say ward your name, ward your space? This is someone shielding you, trying to heal you, trying to come through, and that's for someone out there. Like, that could be a double message that you guys have an ancestor. The same way someone could be pulling on your energy, there's an ancestor that's pulling. Because they know, they may see this. Kind of like combat, like spiritual combat. Like someone is pulling on you spiritually, and they know this, and you have an ancestor. You know how they say, I'm highly protected? Blood of my blood. Like, I'm highly protected. Oof. I'm getting almost like a pride. Like, there's an ancestor that's watching everything. I'm hearing you can't get to them without getting through me. You can't get to them without getting through me. That's what I just heard. For some of y'all, this could be a feminine energy. It could be grandmother, or like a grandma, grandnana, or a mother or auntie. You can't get to them without getting to me, getting through me. It could be even like someone's big sister, is what I just heard. Oh my God. All the people that they're showing me are all people that I know who have Louisiana connections. Louisiana is heavy in this option. Option 1, Louisiana. I have the chills again. This is for some reason making me think of like neighborhoods. Just like, look at that. Why am I getting New Orleans? I'm getting different areas of Louisiana. Y'all, some of y'all, that's that, okay? Some of y'all got a connection to Louisiana. Not all of y'all, but that's heavy. Because I'm telling you, the different people I'm getting, they all have roots, some sort of genealogy there. And they're friend of friends. That's what's interesting. They're my friends, but or friends of my mother's, but I'm seeing their ancestors, their family members, and stories that they shared. So someone could be literally an artist, okay? Someone could be, I'm getting a guardian angel, an ancestor who's pulling on your energy, protecting your energy. There is something about a structure, a building, a home, an apartment, there is something about that here. All 3 cards have homes. You have the castle here. I just heard a castle in the sky, but an island in the sun. Oh, oh my God, Stevie, I swear to God, one of my spirit guides have been playing Stevie Wonder nonstop. And I don't even know like Stevie Wonder's songs in detail like that. But I'm hearing one of his songs, all I do is think about you. All I do. So all they do is think about you. That's how they summon you. But this is also a guardian angel. So you guys have a duplicate message. You have like an ancestral message and a message on someone who's really trying to pull you in. If you didn't know, now you know. Your ancestor, like y'all have a feminine ancestor that rides you. That is like a hawk, like watching everything. Like literally in your space. If you guys feel the chills, if you guys feel something go by, there's a feminine ancestor that is in your home, that is watching over you, that watches you, watches above your home, watches like the neighborhood. There's a feminine ancestor, maybe 2, because I'm seeing 2 women here. Wow, that is like heavily like on guard here. Like it makes me think of those gargoyles or lions that are on the columns, like in front of the homes, like gating the homes. There's a Lana Del Rey song that they're giving me. They're saying gargoyles staring at me across. What is it, my game? They keep telling me to run, but I can't wait to see you. And so I run like a man. Wait. Dun, 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 tell you time send me away. I've been waiting to meet you. Palm trees and I can sleep at night. Darling, I'm waiting to meet you. Come to me, baby. I mean, something like that. Okay, what song is that? Somebody comment down below. I've been waiting to greet you. Someone's... Y'all, this is eerie. It's eerie in a good and creepy way. This feels like a reading that should be done during Halloween, like Day of the Dead, or because it feels like hunted. Like when you think of old gargoyles or lions guarding a home, you think of something that is a haunted space, like something old money. I've been waiting to meet you. Interesting. I've been waiting to... Okay, wait. So you guys may get a call to go visit a certain building or visit a certain like city or state that has to do with your ancestry. That is your spirit guide. That is an ancestor. But they are in your space. Okay, there is something about a home or your room or... Now they're showing me Frank Ocean in my room. Frank Ocean, Louisiana. Yo, this is weird, y'all. What is that? What is that Lana Del Rey song? I'm gonna pause the video. I gotta figure this out. Hold on. Okay, you guys, the song is called Bel Air. Okay. Now, what's interesting is earlier when I said the Haunted Mansion, the second Haunted Mansion is in Louisiana. It's a Disney movie. Ironically, if you guys might feel called to watch one of my old Halloween themed readings, there's an ancestral one. It has to be like maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. Because I used the book, I used one of my decks. Oh my God. I just used it. It was like the Embroidered Tarot, okay? That deck, the reader actually mentions the Haunted Mansion. And I had channeled that in that reading. I'll never forget it because this was around the time frame that I got Harlow. And it was all synchronistic because it had to do with this dog named Willow that I was initially going to rescue. And then I came across Harlow because that dog ended up being rescued. But I came across Harlow and somebody said, but there's Harlow. And I ended up getting Harlow. Harlow's name was initially Eleanor. Eleanor is a name that was connected to this movie that I used to love when I was a little girl that was Hunted. It was like a Haunted Mansion movie where it was her great-grandmother or something. And the woman's name was Eleanor. Then I found out that a new family that had moved into our neighborhood, the little girl's name was Eleanor. It was very interesting. And then I decided to rename her Eleanor Harlow. You know, Harlow. But I kept her Eleanor as one of her, like, Harlow Eleanor Serene. So it's like a name, like her middle name, one of her middle names. So anyways, I don't know why that's coming through because during the time frame that reading was so significant because I thought the synchronicities were scary because the book I had said makes me think of Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion, the first Haunted Mansion. And then that book, that Embroidered Tarot, I read the book and it said Haunted Mansion. And I found out there was a second one I had never even seen. So I watched it. It had to do with Louisiana. It was very interesting. And the name Eleanor is significant. And then in Willow and Eleanor, Willow Trees. It was very interesting. And then the song, Taylor Swift song, Willow was very significant. And it all had to do, it was like all connected. It was very weird how it all played out. And ironically, Nova looks similar to the dog Willow that I was going to go rescue. I'm telling you, I just came to that conclusion. Very strange. This is like one of those moments where it's like everything is weird and synchronistic and strange. Because even my friend's dream, when she talked about it, she was like, it was weird. I think her great-grandmother was in the dream. And she's like, it was odd. It was like a portal. And yeah, and then I'm being showed another family friend, a friend of my mother's friend. Her people are from Louisiana. And they're showing me her friend's older sister, like, who passed away. It's a very interesting energy here, y'all. Like, anyways, back to the song. I just have the chills up and down my arms and my spine. And even in Coven, like, there's a lot of weird synchronicities there in that show, that season of American Horror Story. But because they all have spiritual gifts and abilities. So maybe this person has a spiritual gift or ability, but I'm also one of these people who are summoning you, but it's like a seance. Someone's literally, or did you try to do a seance? Be careful with that, because it can open a portal in your home. If some of y'all been messing with Ouija boards, or you, be careful. Y'all got me stuttering up in here. Now I just heard Stutter by Kevin Gates. He's freaking from Louisiana. I'm telling you, there's something weird in this reading. But it's like, yeah, y'all, be careful, because it's giving mirrors or portals. Like anything could be a portal, anything like TV, anything could be a portal, but it's giving like y'all got ancestors literally up in your grill like this, like in your space, in your home. But that movie is called, I think, is it like Haunted Mansion or something? The character is Eleanor. Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it. That's all I can remember, is like Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it. That guy who plays in all the intense movies, like he's going to rescue somebody, he's in that. I can't remember his name. And the woman, she has to figure it out, because there was like a negative spirit in her space. Like she didn't realize that she was summoned there. She was called there because the home was actually an inheritance of hers. And she had no idea that the home was her home, because she didn't know. Like, and it was had a dark story to it, or it had to do with like inheritance, had to do with like some of her ancestors, and she didn't know that she had an inheritance. She had no idea whatsoever that she was inherited something, that she had land, or that she had property, let alone a huge mansion that was haunted. It was a great movie, y'all. A great movie. Go watch it. And it was very creepy, but it was one of my favorite movies as a kid. So there could be something about a space, because in option one, did you hear that? In option one, this is option one. That's crazy. I'm telling you, it's making me think of that other pick a card reading. Oh, I have the chills, y'all. Like this is, oh my God. Halloween could be significant. Maybe someone's born during Halloween, or something happened significant during that time frame, but an ancestor's riding y'all. And I feel it. What was I saying? See, that is very interesting. Like, okay, so, ooh, it's so much energy. This is intense. This is a mediumship reading. And y'all know why I slowed down. I used to do mediumship readings. For those of you who are new to my channel, I used to do those readings. I stopped doing them because they're very heavy and they pull a lot of energy. And when they're there, it's hard to kind of get out of. You have to set really strong boundaries with spirits, and it feels bad. Sometimes I have a hard time doing that because spirits have a lot to say to their loved ones. But anyways, you are option one, okay? But there might be another reading that is going to be very significant to you guys, so please pay attention. Okay, now, in the first Haunted Mansion movie, he's a real estate agent, okay? I don't want to give it away, but you should have seen Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion by now. The Disney movie is amazing. Maybe that ride could be significant to some of you, but he's a real estate agent who thinks that he's going to be able to help sell this property, which means he's going to make big money, right? But the property, it was actually never really for sale. It was just to summon, hear that? To summons him there, and to summons his wife there, because his wife looked a lot like one of the owners, the wife of the owner. And maybe she was like an ancestor, because she looked like her twin. Talk about twin. She looked exactly like her twin. Now, for some of you, this spirit that is summoning you, you look like them. You resemble them. There's something about that. You may resemble this spirit, okay? But they summoned them to this space because it was kind of dark, okay? It had some negative energy to it, but ultimately, the spirits needed to be freed, okay? The good spirits needed to be freed. And it's the same thing from the other haunted movie that I'm telling you about with the character Eleanor. The good spirits needed to be freed from negative spirits. So there could be a negative and good spirit energy kind of going at war here. And protection, or like they're protecting you from negative energy. Because, yeah, both of those messages has to do with kind of like that energy where it's like an inheritance. This was not supposed to be a 30-minute reading. 34. This has to do with an inheritance. There are things that are shifting behind the scenes. Just wait for it. I'm hearing let her cook. Y'all need to make sure your ancestor altar better be lit with food. I'm telling you, like a buffet. Sizzler's buffet. Okay? It better be lit with... I ain't been to Sizzler since I was a little girl. But it better be hometown buffet on your ancestor altar. Coco. I'm seeing Coco. Like, you better have it lit because they are doing something. What they're doing? This was not this type of reading. But we gonna see. Okay, so first of all, shit, I don't want to lose where I'm at. I feel like I need my ancestor cards. Should I get them? Let's see. Okay, y'all, I got the stuff. This tarot deck, which has, ironically, a Ouija board. By the way, never play with a Ouija board in your space. Never play with it because it's an open portal and anything can come through, and most people don't know how to close them, okay? All right. This, okay? I feel geeked out about this one. This one is because I feel the energy. Okay, so let me get back to the song because they just reminded me when I paused the reading. They were like, "You never went into the song." Okay. Gargoyles. She says, "Gargoyle standing at the front of your gate, trying to tell me to wait, but I can't wait to see you." Very interesting. 3 of Wands. Can't wait. That's literally someone usually waiting with 3 wands, which makes me think of a gate. Someone waiting. So there's an arrival. Someone's awaiting your arrival, or someone's waiting at your gate. They wait for you. Always making sure you get home safely. That's what I heard. Okay, hear me out. Trying to tell me to wait, but I can't wait to see you. So I run like I'm mad to heaven's door. To heaven's door. And it made me think of an energy, not to scare anybody, but it made me think of like when you finally get to see a loved one again. You know how they say, like, when I pass away, the person I want waiting for me or to see, the first person I want to see is this person. That is like, maybe that's how you're going to know who this is. It would be that person for you. So think about that for a second. When you think about life, right, and death, this is so Scorpio. If you were to transition, who would be the spirit, the ancestor that you would want to see the most? That could be who this is. But I don't think they're the only one. Okay. She says, I don't want to be bad. I won't cheat you no more. Interesting. Roses. Bel Air. Literally, this has a rose. Roses. Bel Air. Take me there. I've been waiting to meet you. Palm trees in the light. I can see. Late at night, darling, I'm waiting to greet you. Come to me, baby. So this ancestor spirit may be wanting you to come to them. Like, ask, call on me. Call on me when you need somebody to care. So this ancestor saying, work with me. Call on me. And I will be there. And I'm getting that I'll be there by the Jacksons. Yeah, Michael Jackson. So, and that was Janet Jackson. Call on me. Interesting. Family, ancestry. We have an all-seeing eye here. They see it all. They see everything playing out. Look at them. That's usually on money too. So there's something like, yeah, they're watching. Okay. And a giraffe. So yeah, they see things from a higher picture. They're watching over you. Maybe someone is tall, but they're watching over you. That could also be someone else who's watching you, someone who's tall. Overseeing. But this person, this spirit, this ancestor is overseeing things. It says, spotlight, bad baby, you've got a flare. For the violentest kind of love anywhere out there. Mon amour, sweet child of mine, you're divine, French. Hello. Y'all, this reading, and my stomach's about to go, I'm ready to eat. This reading is like, but I don't want to detach from it right now because this is wild. Mon amour, that's French. Maybe someone is French or Creole. Louisiana? Or someone just has a French background. Fleur-de-lis symbol could be significant. But it says, Mon amour, sweet child of mine. Sweet child. Oh, sweet child. A grandmother. A great-grandmother. A mother. It's a very feminine energy out here, y'all. Sweet child of mine, you're divine. Okay, it says, didn't anyone tell you it's okay to shine? So, wow. Roses, Bel Air, take me there. I've been waiting to meet you. Palm trees in the light I can see late at night. Darling, I'm waiting to greet you. Come to me, baby. And it says, don't be afraid of me. Okay, so this ancestor does not, the spirit is doing rounds like a visitation. They don't want you to be afraid of them because they're in your space. Wow. Don't be ashamed. Walk in the way of my soft resurrection, being brought to life. Walk in the way of my soft resurrection. Y'all, I'm having the tingles on my crown, on my scalp. It almost feels like when you watch those videos on TikTok with the scratchers, the people who scratch up and down people's backs with the long nails, it's giving that tingling kind of sensation. Like someone playing in someone's hair. A visitation, someone's appearing. It says, walk in the way of my soft resurrection, idol of roses, iconic soul, I know your name. Lead me to war with your brilliant direction. So this person is like, tell me what the problem is and I'll go to war. Combat. Remember I said that? So, wow. What does this song even mean? It says, Roses, Bel Air, take me there. I've been waiting to meet you. Grenadine, sunshine, can you fade inside of mine? Darling, I'm waiting to greet you. Come to me, baby. That song is giving both of these cards. Look at them. Look at them closely. Listen to that song and look at these cards. This is who's summoning you. We have a ruby stone, a emerald stone. Maybe someone could be born in those months. We have pink roses, a ballet dancer, theater, the arts, painting, drawing, a giraffe, the all-seeing eye, Capricorn, a ram here, Aries as well. Fruit, I'm hearing tea, old like costume jewelry, old costume, like there's something about costumes or old fashioned. It's giving 50s, 60s a little bit, glamour, makeup, waterfalls. What else do we have here? Yeah, it's giving queens and kings in the background, debutante ball. Yeah, debutante ball. There's a feather on this woman. It's giving Mardi Gras too. And these are castles. There's a violin here as well. So music. And then there's this home. There's this beautiful home with a water fountain in front of it, like a mansion. These are like very wealthy, like Bel Air. You know, Bel Air, I don't know if you, in LA, you guys, Cali, Bel Air is like, we're rich people. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Hello. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where you're well-to-do, the most, you know, so in a well-to-do area. Bel Air, gated community almost. So that is very interesting that we have Bel Air, right? That kind of energy coming through. But then you also have the art. And I want to show you that this looks the exact opposite. This looks like a bunch of apartments, like a bunch of homes stacked on each other, you know? But yet you have this painting where someone's painting or creating something here, manifesting like a portal or like a different space. So are you guys trying to manifest a different like foundation? Are you guys trying to manifest wealth? Are you in poverty, or are you do you live somewhere you don't want to live and you're manifesting something better? Or it's giving two different timelines. Maybe your ancestors came from poverty and then they left wealth, or they stepped into wealth, because it's giving classy and regal, like a higher status. But then you have this random card here where it's like an area that's not this, you know? This is more like a neighbor, like city life neighborhood, not a regular typical neighborhood. And then you have luxury over here. So you have like the, you know, you have the have and have nots. You know, you have like the regular, you know, middle class and lower class over here. And then you have like the middle class, higher, but this is more so higher class, high class, you know? So like Calabasas or something like that. I don't know what the heck this means, but from rags to riches is what I just heard. From broke to not broke. There is some sort of inheritance, like a divine inheritance that is being left, or it like has been left. I don't know if you guys know about it. Because if these are already individuals that are passed away, wouldn't you already know about an inheritance? There is some sort of inheritance that is around that you need to know about. That's a message for someone. Y'all might want to start pulling up records and seeing what's left behind, because this energy is like you have something that's owed to you or something that belongs to you. And they're saying you're not supposed to live in poverty. You're not supposed to live in lack. There is something that's owed to you. Like you're supposed to have more. You're supposed to have bigger things and greater things. So don't settle. That is a message, like don't settle, because they're aligning something, temperance, healing. So they're evenly pouring into the cup. An angel is, that's alchemy. So there's an angel alchemizing something for you, which could very well be this passed on loved one who's acting as if like a guardian angel, because you have some sort of divine inheritance that is owed to you. Now, 10 of Pentacles, right? The 10 of Coins, a home, a foundation, Three of Wands. They're saying, wait for it. Like they're orchestrating something that you don't see. They're painting something. So you just need to stay positive and have patience, because temperance is also patience and healing. The Hierophant is here though, the divine values, morals, morality, foundation, family. It's like the matriarch, you know, it's giving matriarch. Okay. I want to see what this ancestor is saying. Then we're going to get back into the regular, like the other side of the reading. So thank you guys for sticking this out. What you guys don't realize is that these spirit guides can make things appear, I just heard, in thin air, out of thin air. Give them offerings. I'm getting the chills on this arm. Give them offerings, because it seems like they're going to do something. What is this spirit that is mama and child? Destination reached, take a break, strength. You carry the world on your back. Some y'all, this is like a parent or a grandparent that's like, you're doing too much. Like, let us help you. I'm scared to see what's at the bottom. Yep. This is a card that flew out. I don't have to tell y'all again. Okay? I don't have to tell y'all again. It literally says the altar. Give offerings, establishing connection, receive a message. This is who summonings you. It's crazy. Usually people put food on the altar to summon their ancestor. Your ancestor says, put food on the altar because we're trying to summon you. They said, we need to talk to you. Okay? We're trying to give you a message. We're trying to establish a bond. We're trying to connect with you and be all up in your space. Like, that is what I'm getting. Okay, what do we have at the bottom? What do they want to say? It says, pay attention to your health and stop stressing yourself out. Take care of yourself. So they don't want you stressing out. They need you to take care of your health. And it says, oh, this one's trying to be seen. The listener, hearing messages beyond this realm. Spirits speak to me. Voices of other people speak through me. So some of y'all can be psychics or mediums yourself. We did have the woman playing with cards here. That might be an inherited gift that you got. What the hell was that outside? That might be an inherited gift. That might be an inherited gift that you guys have. Okay? But y'all need to listen. Like Beyonce said, listen. Okay? I'm here where she says, I'm all alone at a crossroads. I'm not at home in my own home. And I tried to see what's inside. You should have known. Oh, so they see you in your home. Maybe you guys have been crying or in your space. Whatever you're worried about, take it to the altar. Is that an old church song? Take it to the altar. Whatever you're worried about, you need to take it to the altar. Literally, y'all need to take it to this altar. Because y'all got spirits. Y'all got spirits. There's spirits all around you, child. But y'all got spirits. And some of these spirits, they're feminine. There's a lot of feminine spirits that are now being shown to me. And the spirits that are coming through aren't all directly blood related, but they're feminine spirits that have contracts with your ancestors, that may have contracts with you that protect you. Y'all got spirits, and one could be younger than what you would assume. So I don't know if that's like a child that passed away or someone's little sister or cousin that passed away. That is like a side message, and it may not even be your blood relation. It might be like a friend of yours, like a friend of the family, someone who's related, who's helping. Y'all got help, y'all. Y'all got help. Y'all got help. Don't think you out here doing this by yourself, but please make your altar be lit. And it's crazy because I said, I'm going to have to step away from this reading because I'm hungry. Your ancestor wants some food. Put some fruit out there. Put some things on the altar. They don't care what it is. Just put stuff at the... Make it fruitful and abundant. Now, what is this? Look at that. The ancestor you ignore speaking. So when are you coming to talk to me? I have something to tell you and bring something in return. Dearly beloved, we are guided here today. That's from a Prince song. I don't know. Remember what Prince song that is? Maybe someone likes Prince, or maybe that's that time frame. I don't know. Let's see what this ancestor has to say really quickly, so that we can get into the regular message, because they keep wanting to talk. Okay, no shade to this ancestor. Oh, no, we not taking all them. We not. Okay, we are. No, are we? No, I'm not taking all these. That's too many. Give me one of the spooky cards. Very interesting. This is White Bluff Screamer. Don't that look creepy? Trees. It says, warning, voices in your head. So they're talking about the stress, overthinking, anxiety, fear. They're saying you're spooking yourself out. Voices in your head. But you guys, some of y'all are mediums. You're picking up on stuff. And then we have Grand Staircase. Y'all, please go watch these movies that I've mentioned, these Haunted Mansion movies, because this makes me think of the one where she's like Eleanor. Grand Staircase, abundance and good fortune. Abundance and good fortune. Abundance and good fortune. Y'all need to be being optimistic. I don't know what the heck is going on in your life. I don't know what you're going through. But this ancestor, the one who's leading and the ones who are following behind, they're saying that they're going to help you with some sort of good fortune, with some sort of abundance, prosperity. They're saying you're getting in your own head. Your negative thinking is going to block stuff. So you guys got to think positively. You guys do have the gift of hearing them and have the gift of hearing others is what I'm hearing too. So that's that. There's a mirror here too. But look at that. Good fortune. It says abundance and good fortune. 8, abundance. 4, stability and structure. Foundation, home, healing. They're healing a situation. That's what you need to know. What do they have to say? One more message. Flew right out. Did y'all see that? I hope y'all saw that. What did it say? We'll see what's at the bottom too. It says, you're not hearing us. Damn, they are writing, y'all. You're not hearing us. We gave you many messages and signs already. Reflect on what has already been delivered. Hello. You're not hearing us. We gave you many messages and signs already. Reflect on what has already been delivered. What's at the bottom? Watch the people and energies that surround you. They do not want any like negative energies, negative bugaboo people around you. Because he's a bugaboo. You make me want to throw my pager out the window. Yeah, because he's a bug. Maybe they don't want any bugaboos. Maybe they don't want anybody around you who could leech on you or want you just for what you have. It could be warning you that someone wants you because of what they feel like you have or what you will be coming into. Okay, so be careful of the people around you, because not everyone is who they seem to be. Some people check in on you because they want to see what you're up to. They want to see how you're feeling. Be careful with that. I'm hearing the song, I loved you more when you're something more. That's a Tamia song. Sometimes I picked up this deck and there was a card still on the table. This card says Our Song. You might have a song, and my phone just lit up. 231. This is creepy. Look, literally, it's a T-Mobile notification that lit it up. Weird. This is ancestors. That's why I got shook. It says ancestors. I'm telling y'all, ancestors are like, hi, what's up, girl? What's up, guy? Hey. I don't even know. Y'all are too long. This is why y'all got me here forever. I feel bad for the other people because they are not getting this. They are not getting this length. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Whenever I tell them boundaries, they say, "Oh, we're gonna do an hour reading." Ah, ancestor spirit guys, y'all be driving me crazy with that. I'm telling y'all. Not me coming across a picture with a gated fence. See, I'm telling y'all, this is crazy. Twitches. Why do they keep showing me twitches? Twitches. Oh. And twitches, obviously they found each other, right? But they found their mother. They found their biological parents. Their mother was the one who was like navigating things and operating things. They lived in a totally different timeline. a home, a space. They had guides. They had spirit guides helping them the whole time. They were kind of goofy, like the fairy godparents, odd parents. But yeah, you guys have like a fairy godmother, like a spirit that I'm telling you guys have ancestors. You guys have help. Twitches. Maybe you guys are witches. I did get coven, and this is like, this shirt is literally from the scene at Formation where Beyonce's in front of that house and she's in all black and she's doing this, and that's when everybody was like, you know, Beyonce came out, she's a witch. Everybody went crazy when she did that. I'm not, you know, but it's giving bloodline witches, bloodline ancestry witches. That's what it's giving. It's giving somebody got that magic in them, okay? You got that magic in you, boo. That's what I just say. You got that magic in you, child. You better tap into it, because some of the things that you are dealing with, I'm hearing that you don't need to be dealing with. You don't have to be dealing with. You stressing yourself out. You working yourself over about shit you shouldn't even be working yourself over, because you have spiritual gifts and abilities. You have hindsight and you have foresight, which you guys had the ability to manifest and create, and you are not doing this alone. All right, so why are you living in poverty mindset and lack thinking when you are abundant and prosperous? Make do with the gifts that they've given you. And you have some sort of divine inheritance that you're supposed to be having or receiving that's owed to you, that belongs to you, but it's like a test that you have to pass. Because it keeps showing me coven. There's tests that they have to go through. 166. Ooh, 166 and the number 64. Thank you for taking me right to it. Ancestors. It says, our time on this precious planet is so short. To the universe, we are here and gone in no more than a blink of an eye compared to the vast expanse of time it has experienced. So yes, try our best, do our part, but never ever forget to put joy and love at the absolute top of your priority list. It's the only thing that outlives us. The memories that others hold of us in their hearts, so make some amazing ones. Okay, so this says, the archetype of the ancestor, someone who came before you and laid the path which you now tread. It says, we stand upon their shoulders and they guide us. We respect and honor them for their hard work. A mutually beneficial relationship. It's okay if you don't know. And the fact that that wind is blowing that door is so creepy. Okay. Woo, just shooky. I'm a little shook up right now, okay? It says, we respect and honor them for their hard work, a mutually beneficial relationship. It's okay if you don't know your genetic ancestry or choose not to work with them. Ancestors can be found anywhere that people have lived before us. You have so much more than just your genetic ancestors. Consider the elders and the siblings within the in-person or online communities you find yourself a part of. Respect and give back to those who have done so much for us. I'm telling you, some of these people ain't even your bloodline ancestors. Some of them are, but some of them are just like have contracts with you or something that you're doing. All of your ancestors gathered to look to you with love, joy, and hope. Their message is to check in with them whenever you need help and support. There are so many of them stretching back throughout an ocean of time. This makes them incredibly strong in their numbers. Lean on them. They are asking to help you, so let them. How many cards do you need to say that? How many messages? Now let's see what this Our Song is about, because that's very interesting. That's just so random. Our Song. I love this. Isn't such a beautiful, look at that. Isn't it so pretty? Anyways, butterflies could be significant. Our Song. I don't even see where that card is at. 8827. Okay, so once again, you guys have 3 8s now. You guys have 3 8s. Our Song. Okay. 2 ghostly nightingales sing their beautiful song in the crisp dusk air. We can see through their gossamer skin to their delicate rib cages, but no lungs. These birds shouldn't be able to make a sound, yet they do, because their voices are not of this world. They are messengers carrying guidance from the land of the dead. Child, I'm telling y'all. Spirits and our dearly departed speak to us all the time. When this card appears, it asks us to listen out for music, as they are using particular songs and phrases in passing conversations to communicate to us. When you get goosebumps or the hairs on your neck stand up, timed with the chord, tune, or sung in spoken words, that's when you know you just received your message. Like now. Okay. Here at last is a true lover, said the nightingale. Night after night have I sung of him, though I knew him not. Night after night have I told his story to the stars, and now I see him. His hair is dark as the hyacinth blossom, and his lips are red as the rose of his desire. But passion has made his lace like pale ivory, and sorrow has set her seal upon his brow. If you want a red rose, said the tree, you must build it out of music by moonlight, and stain it with your own heart's blood. You must sing to me with your breast again a thorn. All night long you must sing to me, and the thorn must pierce your heart, and your lifeblood must flow into my veins and become mine. Death is a great price to pay for a red rose, cried the nightingale. For in the name of love was formed a rose so red, so rare. Her song she sang throughout the night so long. The white moon heard it, and she forgot the dawn. She pressed until the thorn so sharp did pierce this gentle feathered heart, to spill her blood, to slowly form a rose so red, so rare. And as her song of love grew faint, as she grew yet weaker, her life blood spilled and slowly grew the rose. An excerpt from The Nightingale and the Rose by Oscar Wilde. Roses. Didn't I say that before? Roses are significant. Bring roses to your ancestors if you can. This made me think of the movie Crimson Peak. If you guys are into dark romance or mysteries, this made me think of the movie Crimson Peak, which ironically, she does get a visitation from an ancestor to warn her, to protect her, to guide her. But once again, something had to do with what? An inheritance. 2 times. So property, inheritance, spirits visiting old places and whatnot, and basically fighting for justice. Because in that movie, it was a warning, but it was also protection and to get justice over for several things. It's almost like the justice that is being given isn't just for you, it's for other ancestors. So it's like other spirits that are going to get some sort of justice if you get justice. So if you get justice or help for a situation, multiple people are going to win from this. Like spirits. So it sets them free in some sort of way. And all of these movies have like hunting, like spirits, and protection from other spirits, and homes, and land, and property. And I just have to say, I highly resonate with this reading, and it scares me a little bit because this red rose is for my mother because she had one for me. And I'm getting a lot of synchronicities in this reading. Okay, so I this wasn't even about me. I don't like saying that things resonate with me because I don't want it to ever affect the reading. But this legacy, I'm telling you. Here lies an oracle reader who lived by the sun and loved by the moon. That's what the tombstone says. Am I about to go? Oh my God. Oh my God. This is hilarious. Twins. This is interesting, y'all. Yep. The cards are talking. For some of y'all, it's a sister. Self-love. Roses. Y'all, there is... create. They want you to create. They want you to take care of yourself. They don't want you to be panicked or freaked out. They're going to help you. Like Cinderella. They're going to prepare you for the ball. They're going to prepare you. They're going to help you. You know how Cinderella, inheritance. I mentioned this before, like Cinderella story with Hilary Duff. Like that was her. All of that belonged. Cinderella, let's get this clear. Which makes me the Cheetah Girl song, I don't want to be like Cinderella. Which makes me think of That's a Raven. Hello, psychic energy. I love when things are linked. But this is interesting because it makes me think of like Cinderella. It's like she had, all of that was hers the whole time. Her wicked stepmothers, they were trying to take it from her. It's like maybe someone's trying to take something from you, and your spirit guides aren't having it. Like either way, you're gonna win. Like because they just need you to be in your power. And that's where Cinderella kind of messed up, because she was like all hopeless, and I need a Prince Charming. Like I need help. All these cleaning, taking care of other things. Birds, our song, birds, the birds, singing. Cinderella, birds singing. Interesting, but support is coming your way, because they're showing me like Whitney Houston in Brandy Cinderella, or Regina King in, isn't it Regina King who's in I'm gonna take that as the message that it is Regina King. I don't know, but in Cinderella's story with Hilary Duff, like that was her fairy godmother. They're protecting you. They're gonna make a way for you. They're gonna help you. You have help. And it may not be blood related. It might be like a passed on a friend's grandmother, or like someone you know, but or someone that your people knew that is helping you. It kind of makes me think of Holes. It's like you must carry Madame Zeroni up the hill or whatever. I haven't seen Holes in years, but it's like there's a contract. So there are spirits that are going to help you. Side note, there is someone that is also pulling on your energy or feels you because they're supposed to be helping you. Let's get into that is, since now we know it's a lot of spirits around here. Let's get into the people the energies that are alive in this lifetime right now. Who's summoning? I wasn't expecting it to be this way. Who's summoning you? Who is pulling on option one's energy? What's at the bottom? Servant. Okay, talk about like fairy godmother, fairy godparent. It says using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. Interesting. So the person who could be pulling you forward is someone who feels like they don't have enough for you, or they don't have enough to share, but they want you to be with them or be near them, or they want you to be in their life. It says delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So this person may be kind of like, I just heard frugal or very like stingy. I want to say greedy, but not quite. It's more like stingy with their resources. You have child magical coming up. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, a belief that everything is possible. At the bottom says pessimism, depression, disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. This is someone who's magical, someone spiritual. Once again, child magical. You guys could be the child magical ones, but literally this is someone who has some sort of spiritual ability. It's like a fairy. She was a fairy godparent, fairy odd parent. Why is that coming through? Fairy godmother, fairy child. Maybe you have some sort of spirits helping y'all. Okay. See what else? Samaritan. Refine your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Shadow attribute. Exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So someone who's summoning you is someone who wants to help you. Someone who wants to be there for you. Okay. Mystic. Revels in intimate union with the divine. There's a mystic that's trying to help you, or someone who has a spiritual gift or ability who's trying to help you. And maybe you guys are magical and mystical yourselves. So, Hierophant, there's someone who's spiritually gifted who wants to help you. Like behind the scenes, there's a lot of purple. Purple is regal. Royal, because it was rare to get a hold of. Hedonist. It says inspires creative energy to embrace good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. So someone who's a hedonist, someone who believes in appreciating life's good. A child magical, a Samaritan, a mystic, and a hedonist. This is who wants to help you. This is, well, wow. Who's pulling on your energy? Who's pulling on your energy? Someone who's summoning you, who wants to help you. And for a lot of you, it's a lot of spirits. Okay, and they're trying to protect you, and they're trying to grant you some sort of divine inheritance that belongs to you. Whether you already have it and you're trying to keep it, or whether you're about to get it. Okay, and this can show up in many ways. Now, but then you have servant. So someone who might be worried that they don't have enough, or they're not enough to help you. But earlier I got a faint energy of romance. So I don't know, like for some of y'all, there could be love somehow intertwined in this. Give me a spiritual card. Reaching. It says the moment to act has arrived. Reach your desired destination. Carrying out the plan. So someone's going to try to carry out a plan to reach out to you. Coming out. See, someone's coming towards you to help. Making your presence known. Coming out of a situation. Emerging from an activity. So whoever this is who's been like on the sidelines is about to come towards you because they feel a call. This person's own ancestors and spirit guides could be telling them that they need to come towards you. Okay, it's once again Holes. I haven't seen it in years, but those two, like, they had a bond because their ancestors had a contract to help each other. Okay. Who is this that's pulling on option one's energy? A Gemini. Crazy. A Gemini. Look at the mask. It looks like Mardi Gras. But look how they're both swinging, helping each other. So, acrobats could be acrobatic energy. Gymnasts could be energy. Energy could be energy. Interesting. You help me, I help you. Holes. Knight. Masked. A mask. It's like mystery. And even this mask. So it's like the ancestors are using this person to help you. Almost like a chess piece. Like they're going to use them. You know, like in the old movies that these knights move, but they're controlled by something. Like, yeah. So they're using someone to help you. They're using people to help you. 1, 10, 11. Pisces. Water. Whew. Who else? What else? What is this? A friend. So this could be a friend of yours. Once again, it made me think of holes, but this could very well, and ironically, I'm being shown my friend who had this weird dream, and she's a Pisces. Romantic. I'm telling you, red rose, red rose. So there could be multiple messages in here for multiple people. Okay. It's all intertwined. It's all connected. That's what I just heard. Everyone, like, this is very interesting. Romantic. Okay. So there could be someone who's going to be coming to you with the night romance. They may start off as a friend, but they're going to come in because they have some sort of connection to you. And you might also have someone from your soul tribe, like a friend that's going to come through. And maybe they're pulling on your energy because they have something to share with you, or you have something you're supposed to share with them, and they feel it. So imagine like two psychic people kind of pulling on each other's energy without knowing. Like, I feel their energy. I don't know why. And the other person's like, I feel their energy. I don't know why. So I feel like I'm supposed to reach out. And then the other person feels like they're supposed to reach out. Earth element. So someone could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo as well. We need to connect with the earth. But hello, there is romance here too. So, I don't know. Taurus is out here too. Y'all, this is... I can't believe y'all got me here for a whole hour. Who is this who's summoning you? It could be LGBTQ community. That could be for someone out there, okay? Self-employed. This person could be self-employed. They could be an artist. They could be a painter, a tattoo artist. We did have art here. Once again, someone could be very creative, okay? Someone could stand up for people or help, like, therapy or help for people, help with community, LGBTQ community. Performing arts, we had the violin. This is the second time we had a violin, so maybe someone plays a violin or plays some sort of instrument. Classical music, or it could be a musician, okay? Or this ancestor played some sort of instrument. And then we have procrastinator. See, I told you someone was like, I don't have enough to come towards them, or I don't know what to bring them to come towards them. Interesting. Sense of humor. Option 1, that is what I have for you. Comment down below. Please, 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 please. You, option 1. After we done had all this intensity, please comment down below and tell me, like, what is coming through for you? Like, who, like, do you know who some of these energies are? Do you, priestess, I'm telling you. Y'all got a mystic priestess, like someone's trying to call on you, summon you, but it's not giving negative. They're actually trying to help. They're feeling the call, like they're supposed to help. They're supposed to be there. And maybe you're supposed to be there for them too. It's like an equal give and take. Soul contract. It's a giving soul contract. And for some of y'all, it could be romantic. And for some of y'all, there's also, like, that's a friend. And then you're going to have someone else romantic that's going to come through that your ancestors are bringing to you. This person could be an athlete. We have dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. Let's just say, the people who are pulling on your energy are, most of them are people that your ancestors have, like, they're moving them like chess pieces on a board, like Harry Potter. Like, just show me the knights moving, different things moving. Makes me think of this old, there's this old episode of Scooby-Doo where the knight was moving. It's like, yeah, they're showing me like knights being moved, things being moved to help you. Like a chess, they're playing a chess game. They're helping you. Like your simulation, they're helping you. Yeah, they're aligning things for you. And some of y'all, there is a counterpart here. There's a counterpart here in the mix of it. Okay, so yeah, I'm out of there. I'm out of this. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Sending y'all love. Come down below. Option 2. Option 2. If you felt called to go watch option 1, go watch it, because honey, was it something else. Ended up a whole hour. Option 2, y'all might hear my stomach growl. I gotta eat. I told option 1 I had to eat. They kept me there forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Option 2, who is pulling on your energy? I need another sip. Like, I feel like I'm trying to swallow and it's dry. Hold on. T-tag coming off. Ooh. Let's ring the bell. 1, 2, 3. Holy Spirit, new energy, please, for option 2. Who is pulling on their energy? I just heard la la, la la. Maybe someone smokes la la, or maybe someone has a nickname la la. La 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 means I love you. La 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 means. Let's see. La 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 la. Okay, let's see. We're getting a lot of la la, la la. Okay. Holy Spirit, who is pulling on option 2's energy? For some of you, this is a father figure. Someone who misses you. It's like an elder who wants to talk to you. That's a side message, okay? For the other few of you, like a father, a grandfather, uncle energy, more so father. But for the other few of you, there is a romantic, there's a counterpart here. Weird Science, that is coming through again. I get that sometimes when I use this deck. The movie Weird Science, it's an 80s film. This makes me think of Weird Science. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, someone who's manifesting. Dun, 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 everywhere. Dun, 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 dun. Weird Science. Dun, 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 dun. One of the best movies. John Hughes was doing his thing in the 80s, except for the fact that he did not have black people up in his films. I can't F with that. I didn't like that. And then the one time he did have someone of color, which was an Asian person, it was kind of disrespectful. So y'all tell me what you think about John Hughes. I love John Hughes films. My mom loved John Hughes films, okay? And they were amazing, but they were in the 80s, and they often only had white people in them. And then occasionally you're one Asian person. Maybe on a rare occasion. I don't think I've ever seen anybody black in any of his films. I gotta go back and watch it. Like, not 60 Candles, not Pretty in Pink, not Breakfast Club, not Weird Science. I'm blanking on another one. I'll have to go and see. But, you know, the time frame was very different back then. But still kind of no excuse. But John Hughes was that guy. Like, he had some great films. Maybe someone like Stranger Things, because that's what I loved about Stranger Things, that they had it was diverse. They had black kids in it. They had diversity in it, because that was what was often lacking in certain movies back then. Like, it was just like all white cast or all black cast. Like, it wasn't a lot of diversity. So there's something about that. Maybe diversity. I don't know. Maybe that's who's pulling on you, is someone who wants diversity, or someone who's big about diversity. Maybe someone who's into screenplay writing, scripting, television, movies, film, books. They could be a John Hughes fan, or like, think about it. My mom was black and Creole, and she loved John Hughes. But when we watched it, we took note that, yeah, there's no one black in this, you know? And that's like the one thing that sucked. But I don't know. Maybe there's something about that. Maybe someone likes like Stephen King, or 80s films like pop culture, 80s pop culture films. I don't know. Something about that that's coming through. Like maybe someone likes sci-fi or fantasy films. 4 Cups. This is someone that feels like you're not going to receive their offer. Get this energy out. Y'all, this card came out for option 1. There's a reason why I'm doing this, because if you watch option 1, it's like, and there's once again a home. This is crazy. A house, like a blueprint of a home. Here, 4 cups. What is it, Ferris Bueller? Something like that. I don't know. That's another movie from the 80s. I've never seen it. Okay. So y'all got ancestors that are pulling on your energy too. I just have to say that, okay? This could be someone who has money who's pulling on your energy, someone who has maybe more than you. They could somehow be different from you. One of these individuals is very different from you. I'm hearing you guys have multiple people pulling on you. 4. Okay. I don't know. I'm seeing skiing, like snowboarding, skiing. Like someone who likes to go snowboarding and skiing, or likes to do different types of sports. A class difference is what I'm hearing. Hear me out. You know, there are certain things that certain communities experience that other communities don't get a chance to experience. Some communities are more privileged. And for some reason, I'm getting that this might be someone who is either more privileged than you, or you're more privileged than them. I feel like they're more privileged than you. There's someone who has more money or more stability. Like they may go skiing in Aspen or some stuff like there's something here about like this person has a little bit more, I don't know. They're I don't know. It's like your rich friend, or like your the well-to-do person in the family, or because they're showing me clueless. What is this? And option 1 had Fresh Prince of Bel-Air come out like very briefly. You guys are also getting that energy. Like Will moved from, oh God, that's making a lot of sense. Will moved from where he was to Bel-Air. Oh, it's like a culture shock. Like there are so many people that I know that have never seen John Hughes films, because, you know, one is it's an 80s thing, but also it's like it's mostly a Caucasian film. So that you have certain people that is like, well, it was not something that was played in my household, or it was not something that was, and sometimes you have people that are brought up more, you know, diverse, but that's not a thing. Like that doesn't matter. And is like I was brought up watching films like that, but I'm also mixed. So, and my mother is a black woman who had 2 black parents, a black and Creole mom, and they weren't racist. You know what I mean? They weren't, they didn't seclude their children from other nationalities. And like my mom's sister and brother, they both they were born like in the 40s. So I'm giving you a time frame when there was a lot of racism still around. They were born in the 40s because they were technically old enough to be my mom's parents. They like dated, like my uncle apparently had a girlfriend that was Asian, and he was in the Vietnam War. And then my aunt, I think my aunt dated a gentleman who was Asian or Latino, and then and then I think my uncle had different nationality girlfriends too. So it's like that wasn't frowned upon in certain households, when back in that day it kind of was questionable due to like the hostility in the world, you know, what was going on. And then my mom obviously married a man that was half white and half Puerto Rican. So that's how I got here. But what I'm saying is my ancestors were never, it's kind of hard to put a stigma on a certain generation when not everyone interacted that way, right? So not everyone dealt with that. So there's something about race. Maybe this person's biracial, or maybe they are interracial. Like maybe they want to be in an interracial relationship with you. Maybe the person who's pulling on your energy might be someone who's a totally different race from you, and they're wondering if you would even be interested in them because they are a different race from you. Wow. Or maybe they're the same sex, and that might even be a question. So something here for me to pull that up, that it's like something's different, and maybe it may be looked at differently for certain people, but not everyone is like that. Now, on the flip side, I feel called to say this. On the flip side, my father's biological mother, her parents were racist, and she was the outcast because she liked Puerto Rican men, and amongst other things. But yeah, and then my father, the woman who raised my father, she's a black woman who married my grandfather, who's Puerto Rican. There's something about like a diverse background here. Maybe some of you guys have a diverse background, or this person has like some sort of like, maybe they're mixed with a lot of different things, or maybe, like I said, they could be someone who's a totally different nationality than you, or from a different class, and they are interested in you, and maybe they're afraid that you wouldn't be interested in them, or you wouldn't give them the time of day because you guys are different. It's like what was that movie on Disney where it had to do with the race, like the two girls that were friends but they were from different, the something of friendship? What was that? Somebody please comment down below. The something of friendship, the color of friendship. Was it the color of friendship? For some reason I'm getting like something has to do with race, which kind of makes me think back to Holes, the movie Holes. I just got that for option 1, but you guys have a little glimpse of option 1's energy here. And if you think about it, some of the 90s like TV shows had like an episode where it talked about racism. Like they had an episode about like, hey, don't judge anyone for their color. You know, like how back in the 90s, the TV shows would teach you a lesson, right? Like sometimes it would be a serious lesson thrown in there. Like Seventh Heaven, you know, like it'll be like one random episode where it's like so-and-so's boyfriend is black or so-and-so's girlfriend is white. And it's like, whoa, you know? Yeah, it's like, I'm hearing, what was that movie with Sidney Poitier? It's like, but Bernie Mac was in it with Ashton Kutcher, whatever his name is, and Zoe Saldana. It's like Who I Brought to Dinner or something like that. Love is blind. That's what I just heard. The color of love. Love is blind. Y'all, this is someone who feels like you guys being together might be different. Or you may not be receptive to it, or other people may not be receptive to it. Either because you guys are two different nationalities. I don't know. Someone just sent me a beautiful like donation. Much love to you. Like randomly, I didn't even give them a reading. God bless them. Yeah, 333. There is some 3333 that is meaningful for some of y'all, but no, there is something here. Gratitude. There's some angels out here in the world. Why is that coming through? Come on. Color of love. Love is blind. What is this? Not meet the parents, but it's like, look who I brought to dinner, or look who I brought home. It's something like that, you guys. Let me see. Sidney Poitier. Oh, well, he was in a movie where he fell in love with a woman where she was blind, and she brought him home. Hold on. Rest in peace to Sidney Poitier. Guess who's coming to dinner? Yeah. It has Katharine Hepburn in it. Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn. But I don't know if that's the same movie where the girl is blind. Because there is one where the girl is blind and he falls in love with her. And I'm not sure if it's this one. My mom used to force me to watch old movies, and I love them, actually. But, yes, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. I think that might be it, you guys. And I believe that is what was remade with Bernie Mac. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, Bernie Mac. Guess Who. So that one's called Guess Who. So we got a storyline out here. Who's pulling on your, like, who's pulling on your energy? Well, it's someone who wants to be in a relationship with you, but they don't feel like you're going to be receptive to it because maybe you guys come from two different worlds in their head. They're thinking old school because, honey, we are in 2026. Like, get with the shits. Okay? And but maybe some of you guys live in the South. Or maybe some of you guys live, because I know there's places like sundowner towns and some stuff where it's still crazy. Okay? It's still like the 60s. But that is the energy that I'm getting. And you guys need to go watch those movies. So y'all have someone that is of different nationality who is pulling on your energy because they're curious if you'd be receptive to their offer. And they're serious. Like, this person wants to court you. And they want to meet your family and be a part of your community. Like, am I invited to the cookout is what I just heard. So this person, or they're biracial and they want to come towards you, or they're same sex and they're wanting to know if you're interested in the same sex. This person's afraid that maybe they're just not your type. Or maybe it's like for a few of you, if you do know who this is, maybe they're afraid that their family won't receive it, or your family won't receive you guys being together. Maybe because of belief systems, or class. You know, think about like how, Meghan Markle had a hard time with like European people, because obviously she's a mixed black girl from Los Angeles. She's from like, what is it, Ladera? I don't know. I can't remember, but she's like literally local. Okay. And yeah, and then all of a sudden she ends up with Prince Harry, so, and she was married before. So it's like, they had this whole thing about, oh, she's been married before and all that, and she's older. But the thing is like, you love who you love. And look at how he's dropped everything to kind of be with her because he's, so it's this energy of like, and that's very Princess Diana of him, to do such a thing. And this is kind of scary because option one, go watch option one, y'all. Because option one of their cards, I didn't mention it to them, but it had Prince Harry's father, a picture, like a cutout of him in the picture. Very interesting. Maybe someone's regal or royal. Maybe someone has status. And that might be the thing. Someone has status and they want to be with someone who's not a status, or could have a very different lifestyle than them. And they, maybe because they have to keep a certain appearance or like a certain, kind of like air. I don't know. And it's like, I want to be with this individual, but they're very different from what is accepted in this community, or very, I don't know. There's something about that. It's also giving me the not Zoe. I don't know why I'm getting Zoe Saldana again. It's giving me the Sanaya Lathan movie. There's a Sanaya Lathan movie where she falls in love with this man. He's white and he's her landscape artist. And that movie was a good movie, but she really had a hard time trying to accept that she loved a man who was not black, because she had a good job. She was a well-to-do black woman. She had, had this good career. She was supposed to be with the black man, because of empowerment for the community, right? She's supposed to be with someone who was like her to show support of the community, but she fell in love with a man who was not of her nationality. Oh my God, I just gave it away. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to see what the name of this movie was. I'm blanking on the movie that she's in. Hold on. I think it's something new. Something new. Guess who's coming to dinner? Something new. These are the movies you guys need to watch. So this is interracial, or a different class, different status kind of energy, which kind of makes me think of Aladdin and Jasmine. Okay? So yeah, this person thinks that there might literally be a war, or like maybe like civil rights could be significant, like civil rights law. This person feels like maybe this wouldn't be accepted by certain people. Why is this giving like it's in the 50s or 60s? It's giving like that Alicia Keys song, if we do the unthinkable, would it make us go crazy? If you ask me, I'm ready. Literally go watch a music video. It has Chad Michael Murray in it. I literally just mentioned Cinderella's story in option one. It has Chad Michael Murray in it, and like they're in a time frame where they're not supposed to like be looking at each other, and they like each other. But yeah, you're a wish fulfillment to someone. So if y'all don't know who this is, there is somebody who is different from you in some sort of way. But honey, they want to be with you. Well, will they do it? I don't know. Go watch the music videos. Like, that is wild. It's giving star-crossed lovers. But either it's a class issue, a gender thing, or a race thing. Or all of the above. What was I looking up? I was supposed to look up something for y'all. I'm blanking. Oh, shuffle a song. You guys have Fingerprints by Katy Perry. So random. Incense by Erykah Badu. And Pimpin' by Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think these songs have anything. Maybe they do. Maybe you guys listen to one of them. But let's see who this person is, since that's so random. So random that energy would come through. We have Child Orphan. That's what I'm hearing. And this is not Child Orphan. Child Orphan is in this deck, but we don't have Child Orphan. So maybe this person's an orphan, and maybe they lost their parents or lost their family. There's something there with that. Maybe someone was in foster care or foster system or something like that. That could be symbolic, okay? We have child wounded. Awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens a learning path of forgiveness. But the shadow attributes are blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resist moving on through forgiveness. Person may have some childhood wounds that they need to forgive. A judge. It's giving Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because wasn't Uncle Phil a judge? And remember, like, Will, if you watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air from the beginning to the end, Will kind of felt, not that he felt isolated, right? But he kind of felt like a screw up. Like, he kind of, if you really pay attention, like, the psychology behind it, he knew he was coming from, like, the hood, right? He knew he was coming from, like, a totally different status than his cousins, right? His aunt and uncle and his cousins. And that's why he was so different from preppy Carlton or, wealthy Hillary, like she's, spoiled, and then you have Ashley, who's young and she just thinks her cousin's the coolest because he is cool, but she's kind of like more relaxed, So, and then the uncle is like this prestigious judge who's strict, and then you have the aunt who's more relaxed and loving and caring, but yet she's kind of like strict, of course, the first Aunt Viv. And I'm getting that energy of like trying to fit in or trying to feel accepted or approved of. And you kind of get that towards the end of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where, like, especially the episode where he's talking to Uncle Phil and he's talking about like his father and how Uncle Phil says he's proud of him. Like he also always felt like he wasn't enough, or like he had to, be better. Maybe this person is lacking a parent, or they feel like they're being judged by the world, or they would be judged by the world, or be judged by your community. Maybe someone's actually a judge, or maybe someone has a parent that's a judge, or is an attorney or lawyer or something that is like you have enough things, or this person just feels like they're going to be judged. Maybe this person has gone before a judge before. Okay, now that's something else. If this person has like gotten in trouble before, or now just because you go in front of a judge doesn't mean like you've done anything bad. There are people who have court dates and court cases and whatnot that they have to go through. But if this person has gotten in some sort of trouble before in their youth or in their past, they could think that you wouldn't date their type. Like, you wouldn't be interested in someone like them. It's kind of like that's the energy of the person who's pulling on you guys. It's someone who feels like they're interested in you, but they feel like you wouldn't go for their type, maybe because of their race, maybe because of their gender, or maybe because of their class, or maybe because of something they did, It's like, it's giving, why do I always blank on that? It's a musical. It's a famous musical. It's a lot like a Latin musical, West Side Story. It's like opposing gangs, opposing rivals. Maybe you're from one territory and they're from another territory and you're not supposed to be together. There is something like Romeo and Juliet. It's a very Romeo and Juliet energy that I'm picking up on here. Like, very different, but what they don't realize is you guys are more in common than they think. or they think possibly you guys could have more in common, but outside circumstances, it's like two different energies that are actually very similar, have a connection or will have a connection, but it's the people outside of them that could stop the connection or get in the way. It's like the good girl or like the spoiled girl. That's why I mentioned Breakfast Club. Thank you. John Hughes film, Breakfast Club. Claire, right? And then you have, what's his name? The rebel. I forget his name. Bender, right? Bender is poor. He's poor. He's trouble. He's been abused. Like, he's just bad. Okay? And some people consider him trash. Like, he's never going to amount to anything. Then you have Claire, who's a good girl. Well, she's trying to be the cool girl, but she's really the good girl. But she's bougie. She's spoiled. She's wearing diamond earrings to school. She's eating sushi for lunch. Like, she's pristine and pure. But she's trying to be cool, you know? And then you have the bad boy, and they are somehow have some sort of bond. But how would his parents think of her? And what would her parents think of him? You know, like, and that's the thing of Breakfast Club about that movie. It's like, will they say hi to each other the next day? They had detention together, but will they own up to the bond? And we'll never know because they didn't follow through with a second one. But yeah, let's see. The Hermit. So who's pulling on your energy? Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. So someone who is right now currently in hermit mode, or someone who's trying to get some balance in their life, they're trying to get some sort of spiritual enlightenment. So they're trying to bring their lives into balance, themselves spiritually into balance. They're weighing out things spiritually and waiting for spiritual enlightenment is what I'm hearing. That's who this is. They could be a Virgo. They could be a Virgo. Okay, look, we have visionary in reverse. It says, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So this person could be compromising who they truly are just to be acceptable to their community. Maybe their own community doesn't even know who they truly are. Like, for example, if this is like a bad boy, just giving like the typical stereotypes. If this is the bad boy, you find out that this is the bad boy who loves poetry, loves art, loves writing and literature, but they would never tell their friends or community that. You know, it's just like the silly, typical things that you would see in high school movies. Or like, they like the prestigious good girl over there, but they would never, they'll never act like it. Kind of like that energy, right? Or the pristine, privileged person who actually likes the person who's doesn't have a lot, the person who struggles, who's wearing hand-me-downs, It's giving that in a way, okay? This is like seeing your preppy boy with the girl who is from the hood, or your hood boy who's hanging with the preppy girl. Something weird here, or like same sex, damsel. It's like something that's weird to maybe their community, or that they think people would say is weird, but it may not be such a big deal. It's okay to be in an interracial connection. It's okay to be with the same sex. It's okay. So I don't know why they had this old school mindset, or is it their religion, or is it their culture? Like, or maybe it's their parent, like it's something that's old and outdated and toxic. We have waiting for a night to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. So damsel in reverse. So this person could also be someone who's waiting for someone to take care of them, or waiting for someone to come and get them. Maybe this person wants you to make the move on them, or would hope that you would make the move so it would be less frightening for them, especially if they feel like they're going to be turned down. They want you to make a move on them, or to ask to be friends, or ask to be closer because they're afraid that you'll turn them down if they come to you. So who is this? Someone who's afraid of rejection. Loner, wanted dead or alive. That's a bad boy. A Western bad boy. Wanted dead or alive, a loner. So this person could spend a lot of time alone because hermit, yep, loner. They could like to spend a lot of time alone. Maybe because they're healing. Maybe because they don't feel accepted by everyone. They're trying to get some sort of spiritual alignment. Yeah, this person may have, not for everybody, but for some of y'all, this person may have some legal stuff, because wanted dead or alive with the judge. Like, you know, that person may have some warrants, or maybe they've been arrested before, may have had to go in front of the police or something. I don't know. Clinger. So this person is low-key clingy. And that's why they're afraid of, like, they're afraid of rejection, because it's like once they give their all, they're in it, and that's what, like, they may be cool, but when it comes to someone they really care about, totally different energy. Yeah, visionary comes out twice. So this person is a visionary. Visionary is out here twice. This person does something, maybe they do have visions of things, but they could be in the arts. Okay, they could have a visuals or be visual artists or visual graphics, like visual concepts, or be painters, or they draw. There's something with the arts here. Okay, they have some sort of artistic ability. Okay, and friend. So yeah, it could even be that you guys are friends and they don't want to, like, break the friendship up or overstep, because it might ruin the friendship. Or this person is like, maybe if I try to be friends with them first. This could already be a friend of yours or a friend of a friend. Romantic. This came out for option 1. So definitely this is a romantic energy I'm picking up on. Give me one more. Past life. So you had a past life with this person. Maybe some of what I'm saying happened in a past life. Remember I kept getting that 60s? Like, why is there this old mindset? Why is this? We got the 80s. We got the 60s. I'm like, why is this old energy coming through? I just got to download Aries. This looks like Sparta, right? Like, so past life. Y'all had some past lives together, multiple. Here's why. As I was saying, like, why is this like outdated, right? Why is this person at this outdated, like, you know, maybe I'm not enough for them. Maybe I'm not good enough for them. Maybe these things will get in the way. Sinners. Go watch the movie Sinners. It's making me think of that. Y'all should have seen it by now. I'm about to spoil it. So if you haven't seen it, please skip. It's making me think of the character, like, she's passing. She's mixed, but she's passing. And he's telling her, like, look, you can't be over here talking to me. Like, you can pass and be with the white community. You know, like, I'm trying to save you and protect you so you can have a better life. And I think she was married or had a partner already. I don't know. But she was still loved who she loved. And it was, you know, he was trying to protect her. But that was the time frame. So it was almost like we can't be together. Although we love each other, we can't be together because, you know, your life could be bad if you're with me, or things could be bad. You know, so there's that. He was trying to protect her. And maybe in a way, this person may be wanting to protect you. That's weird. But anyways, they end up being together for lives. Have you seen the movie? Sinners. Okay, wink, wink. Keep your eye out on my pick a card readings. Something interesting could be dropping soon. Yeah, y'all might have a connection option 1. So you have past lives with this person. That's how you gonna know. That's how you'll know. They could be very different from you, but you feel a connection. You have a past life. You've had multiple past lives with this individual. And maybe many of them have had this kind of like, we can't be together. Like, how can we, you know, like it's a difference or something like that. Because they're showing me Romeo and Juliet, the 90s version with Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, so let's see. I want to get one more card. Let's see. Option 2. Who is it? Dignity. See, it's... It says, loving yourself first, not compromising, standing in your truth. So this person may just take it upon themselves to stand in their power and to say something. Dignity. Okay? Let's give me one more. New birth. We have past life, now we have new birth. And it says, creation and metamorphosis, birthing something new, come into being. And we have some connection with ancient Egypt here. So maybe y'all had a past life in Egypt. Oh yeah, so it's protected with the spirit beetle, but there's also a birth of something new and drawing closer. So something's about to happen. Something is around the corner, attracting the right things, bringing closer together. So something's bringing y'all together. Which I've been getting this song a lot, but Closer by the band Switch. I want to be closer to you, baby. Yeah. Which makes me think back to the Alicia Keys song. What is it? If we do the unthinkable, you know? So it's like, let's just do it. Someone's about to take a leap of faith and give an offering. It says you have something to offer, an offer or proposal made to give, to receive. Comment down below. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know how it resonates. You can always hit me up if you want a personal reading at MysticalMermaidLight@gmail.com. Okay, love y'all. Let's get into option 3. Option 3, warning, you can hear my stomach growl. I was supposed to eat in option 1, but I'm waiting for the food to come. Okay, so there's that, but I might have to cook something in the meantime because I gotta eat. So if I have to pause, I do apologize. All right. You chose this crystal. Obviously, you chose option 3. You chose this crystal, okay? The readings have been wild, y'all. They've been wild, okay? So Holy Spirit, we're asking for new energy for option 3. Who is pulling on their energy? I just heard a coworker and an old boss. That just came out. Whoa. Y'all have people that you worked with that are pulling on your energy. These people want to know what you're up to, what you're doing. So I don't know if you no longer work there, or if there's been a hiatus, or if something happened at work, but you guys have old coworkers, maybe old bosses or current bosses that are like pulling your energy. Like if they know what your social media accounts are, they're like trying to look to see. Someone could be trying to like think if they should text you. Someone may be heavily thinking about you. I'm hearing someone may not have liked how something ended. It's like over time they have clarity that maybe they've been handling things wrong, or maybe they handled something wrong with you, or maybe they just wanted you to know that they care. This is pulling on your energies. Old coworkers, old boss, like people in your work environment or old work environment. So this is career related, work related. Okay, now I'm also getting a visual that for some of you, this could be someone who was thinking of hiring you, or someone who is still considering hiring you. Maybe there's a position that opened and they've been thinking of how they can reach out to you, or they should reach out to you, but they may get distracted and then they come back to you, or they're wondering like, would you be a good fit for this? Or would they be willing to take this? Someone is thinking like, it could be someone like a potential boss or lead that is like pulling on your energy. So you just know you're being watched, and more so like on social media. And I'm also hearing that someone could be like word of mouth, like, what do you know about this person? Or have you heard from them? Are they okay? That's what's going on. So protect your energy. Cleanse your energy, protect your energy. Be mindful what you say online or what you share online, because there are people who are watching you that you would have no idea, that they may not leave comments. Okay. Option 3, who's pulling on their energy? I just heard community. Yeah, Tower. Maybe you guys abruptly left from a job, or abruptly left from a community of people. Like you may have did something abruptly. Like you may have, I don't know, something may have happened, or maybe you got some sort of wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups. You may have gotten something you wanted and you decided to fly away like a butterfly. This is Norma Jean, Marilyn Monroe, aka. And everybody's looking at her with her wings, flared. And it's like a Tower moment. Like, how are they doing good? That's what I just heard. How are they doing good? Or how are they making money? Or how are they doing that? You have Marilyn Monroe on both of these cards, Gemini energy. So you could be coming off as very seductive or very beautiful at this time. Marilyn Monroe and Norma Jean. So they have seen your growth. I love when they do this. These are people who have seen one side of you and now they're seeing another side of you. They're seeing like you change or evolve or grow. These are people who are watching your social media because it's like, we knew them, or like we knew this version of them, and now they're transforming or becoming this version of them, and we really don't know what's going on. So Norma Jean is who Marilyn Monroe actually is, and then she transformed into Marilyn Monroe. But either way, she was adored and loved, but Marilyn Monroe had a different type of star power. So it's like stepping into a different like persona or energy, or maybe evolving, like maybe it's just with time. But we have the Justice card coming out here. So who's pulling on your energy? It could be someone you have, I feel like a business contract, like maybe somebody who wants to hire you or wants to offer you some sort of like collaboration deal, sponsor, or someone you used to be signed under, like, or like had a contract with or a partnership with, okay? And now all they can do is watch you. There's also angels watching you guys. 9 of Wands, resilience. Yeah, people are watching you be strong, your strength. That's who's pulling on your energy. It are people who are like, just kind of like, they're kind of tuned in like you're a show. Okay, for some of you, it could be like, if you guys have something to do with like law or like legal system, it could be something like that. Maybe something with legalities. Maybe you have an attorney who's like pulling on your energy because maybe they're trying to do research on you. Or you're working with an maternity leave. Maybe someone's on maternity leave and maybe that's why. But or someone who's like pregnant, okay, could also be pulling on your energy. Okay, but fraternity test or something about like law, court cases or something like that. Or contracts. But once again, it's like when someone is thinking about hiring you or signing you to something or investing in you, they're gonna like look into you and do research. So someone or something who could be pulling on your contract. Do you hear that? Pulling on your contract. Interesting. So someone who's pulling on your energy is pulling on your contract, or is looking at your records or looking at your contract, or maybe someone you have a case with, or this could be an attorney. This person could be literally an attorney, a judge, or in the law system. They could be a police officer, or what do they call them? A mediator, or a assistant of some sort. Or this could be someone who works for like the city. This could be someone who works for the state in some sort of way. This could even be like as simple as someone who's like they do some sort of city work, okay? It doesn't have to be something as serious as law or police officer. It could even be someone who is in the military. But that is for someone out there, okay? Now, for the other few of you, like I said, is someone who's like thinking of potentially hiring you, but they're like really trying to decide, are you the right person for the job? It's almost making me think of an audition. When someone auditions for something and they know it's a big contract, they're getting research. They're like, okay, is this person, are they going to be able to fit this character well? Let's look at them. So they could be looking at your picture. They could be looking at your audition. They could be, trying to, just overall trying to get a good vibe. Like, would you fit the part? Would you fit the role? Yeah, for some of y'all, this is a big deal. Like, this could lead to something powerful, something that could shake other people up. Like something that could balance out a lot of things in your life. Like this contract, and it feels heavy. It feels like it's something big on the lines. Like if you get this, you can make a lot of money, or like it could take you out of a struggle, or it could take you out of a situation you're in, or maybe you could quit a job that you don't want to be at, Now, for some of you, you have quit a job, or you're preparing to leave a job and someone suspects it. Like maybe a boss or a coworker knows. That's who's pulling on your energy, okay? Who's pulling on option 3's energy? What is this? Like a scout manager, or someone who just sees your potential. Someone who wants to invest in you or invest in what you have. Knight of Coins. Yeah, invest. Money. We have a chef here. Maybe someone who's a chef. Someone who could be in finances, or an accountant. I just heard high quality, high money. It's like a big position or something that would help you, and potentially help them too. But it's like they really want to make sure it's the right choice. I just heard someone who wants to visit you. Like they want to speak to you. They want to see like where your mind is at, like what you're interested in. Your energy is more like your essence. Like, are you really who you say you are? Are you really who you project yourself to be online? So most people aren't. Some people are, but the Magician is coming out. What do we have here? 4 of Swords. Yeah. You don't know that this person is like, for some of y'all, there are people who are like really pulling on your energy that you don't even know. Like, wow, that person's still thinking of me, or that person's thinking of hiring me. Dare I say, and I've gotten this for a couple people, like, it's like Nike reached out to me. That's what I just heard. Nike just reached out to me for this, or something like that, or Coach just reached out to me. Like, how did they even come across? Or like some sort of sponsor, like, hey, can you be a ambassador of our fashion or whatever? It's something there where it's like, oh, okay, that's the energy I'm getting, like, okay. But the Magician is here. Yeah, so this could be something you manifested. Something you manifested, y'all. Get out of your head. This is a community. This is a community that feels like they don't have access to you, though. I have to say that. For some of y'all, this is a community that feels like they don't have access to you. Like old friends, old community. people you went to school with, prom with. There's something here, like, you're no longer who they thought you were. Like, you've changed, and people find it, like, entertaining in a way, because it's like, whoa. It's like a glow up, a level up. I'm hearing, baby, you've changed. Keisha Cole, you got something, you got dough and you changed. So maybe people feel like you're getting money and you're changing. Doesn't Drake say, like people saying you changed, like you're supposed to stay the same? He says that in one of his songs. Yeah, it's like, am I supposed to stay the same? Like, I'm supposed to change and evolve. Some of you guys, some people are jealous. I have to be real with you. Y'all might have like a cut off, you guys. Yeah, I get a little hostility. Okay, so I feel like you might have someone who's a little hostile, someone who, it's like a frenemy energy, okay, or someone who might try to give you a hard time. Yeah, like a snake. That's what I get. Like, and I don't think you know who this is. I think because the snake is biting someone in the back. She doesn't see the cobra. And that looks like a wolf or a coyote running. And then you have like the two women in a boat here, and you have a puffer fish. Three women are like, it looks like an elimination. Like, who's going to be chosen for this game show, or like Flavor of Love, you know, like something like that. It's like someone who is in competition with you. There's someone who's a friend of yours, or someone who you wouldn't think has an issue with you, that actually does compare themselves. They're a snake. You don't even realize that there's a snake in your midst. That's who's also pulling on your energy, meaning that they're watching you. This is someone who's inspired by you. It's crazy because they just gave me someone random. I've been gone from a lot of like places like that I usually hang out or spend time with. I've been in hermit mode, y'all. I've been literally at home. Like, this whole year, I would call hermit. Like, just a hermit. I've been recluse. Like, this whole year so far. And I've had random people reach out to me. I had someone reach out to me just like, oh, you know, just checking on you. You cross my mind. I think about you often. Yada, yada, yada. And it's crazy. I had a friend who was, she said, you know, I'm not feeling her energy. I was like, what? So she was like, I'm not feeling her energy. She said, when you weren't around, she said she had this whole argument with this person. And I was like, And I was like, that's interesting. But I'm not one to judge someone based off of someone else's viewpoint. I have to pick it up myself. So I thought that was just like interesting. So, but her energy has been questionable. Like, I was around her again, and I was trying to pick up on her energy, and I was like, yeah, there is something a little slightly interesting, just slightly. But she's good at masking it, but I couldn't pick up what it is. So I just kind of distanced myself, because I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to distance myself. And lo and behold, that's what I'm picking up on here. Kind of interesting. Sometimes my guides give me messages like this. It could be that someone may want to share something with you. Maybe something that they said or did that they feel guilty about. Or I think it's both. And then I think you guys actually have someone who does not like you, but they're acting like they do. So this could be something within friendships. This message isn't just for the women. It's the guys out there. Guys do this too, where they act like they're homies with people and they're not really homies. There is something here about people trying to see like what's going on in your world, or trying to see what's happening in your life. They're acting like a friend, but they're a snake. This person will bite you if they need to make it up. Like, this is someone who slithers. Like, someone who may even be good at acting very kind, very positive, or uplifting, or like they're a good friend. But this is someone who's not to be trusted. You need to have strong discernment for this individual, because they move slyly. Don't know what that's about. This person could even be in some sort of occult practice or belief system. Like this person may know like some things when it comes to magic and whatnot. So just a heads up. I see a glow up. I feel that if you guys have been in isolation, this is definitely for you, or you haven't been sharing as much online, or if you've been kind of not sharing a lot anymore, or mysterious, this reading is strongly for you, because the people who are pulling on your energy are people who don't know what's going on in your world. People who think you've had a glow up, people who think there's something different. I'm hearing people could even think you're pregnant, or that you have something going on with your health. Or like someone could even think that you've had surgery. There's something here like where people think you look different. You seem different. Your energy's different. What have you been up to? Or what's going on? Or are they seeing someone who has money? That's what I just heard. Or does this person, get a contract, get a deal? Like what people, there are a lot of people who are pulling on your energy. Y'all need to, I said this to all 3 options, cleanse and protect your energy. But for you guys, option 3, being mysterious and quiet is a blessing. But it also, if people are used to knowing what's going on with you, they go snooping. It's like slithering. The snakes go slithering to see where is so-and-so, what's going on, and what is, and then they take what they hear and they go and spread it to other people. So just keep that in mind, that you're kind of coming off like, think about it. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was loved by a lot, but she was also hated by a lot of people. And that's something that's not talked about. She was treated very unfairly, very poorly by men and women during her time frame. But she was treated very poorly by people that she put a lot of trust into. And she was not a perfect individual. No one is. But there are, I'm getting that your people see your power, see the potential of you, and see your glow up and see your beauty. But there are people who also don't like it. But they may want to be around you just to see where it takes them or who you know. But yeah, I don't trust this. There are some people here in your reading, option 3, that are snakes that are pulling on your energy, and y'all need to do a protection, like a warding ritual, or like you guys need to work with Archangel Michael. But I feel like in a way you're untouched. You guys need to do more cleansing and protection work, because we have the cactuses and we have the cheetahs here, and these cheetahs are turning, like they're walking away from this person, and then you have this eye. So people know you are divinely protected or watched over. But there are people who want to invest in you, that want to work with you. And then there are people who are actually jealous of you. I'm hearing people that are also in high positions that shouldn't be jealous of you, because they could actually offer you help or guidance, but they see your potential and it scares them. And that's the tricky part when people talk about idols, or it's a tower moment, see? When people talk about idols or people that they respect, I tell people, don't put anyone on a pedestal, because sometimes you're very mentor, like the people you would look up to as a mentor, the people who you look up to as like people who are above you, right? Or a higher position, they may not treat you nicely. They may not like that you have potential. You may be coming for their spot. There are people who they want to see you good, but just never better than them. Like do good, but just not to my level. And that's kind of like the energy. Maybe someone was afraid that you would take their job. That's random. Or position. Force, because you're a force to be reckoned with. Leo. That lion there, someone could be a Leo. You're a force. Yeah, King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It's giving fierce. It's giving fiery. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Y'all got a lot of people could be wanting to check in or send you messages. It might even be a group of people that tell one person, hey, reach out and see what they're up to. Like, just see if they respond back. That's the energy I'm getting. Yeah. But you're a conqueror. That's just what I just heard. You're a conqueror. You're a warrior. You guys are like powerful warriors, conquerors. You guys have warrior spirits around you. I don't know if you know that. Just heard Shango for someone out there. So, you guys have fiery warrior energy spirits watching over you, masculine and feminine deities watching over you, angels, ancestors. They're not letting anything get past them. Similar to option 1, but not quite. You guys have a lot of spirits that are protecting you and helping you to move forward. Look at this man there's money here. 8 of Wands, fast moving, but he's on his magic carpet, right? A little magic carpet. Going through a portal. Maybe Aladdin is symbolic. I just mentioned that for another option. Yeah, you guys are coming into money, or will be, or people think you have. So I just have to say that you guys something's going to be getting better. Things just have to, I'm hearing it's your Akashic records, like things just needed to weigh out. Like I'm hearing like karmic debt needed to be paid or something like that. Like you had to experience something, you had to learn something. But you're a force to be reckoned with, and you're the star. You're coming out as a star. I'm telling y'all, people think you are shining. Somebody just came up to my door. People think you're shining. People think you are a light. Like something's different with you. Something's unique with you. Someone may want to visit you, is what I'm hearing. Like they may want to visit you just to see, like, hey, I haven't spoken to you. Like, like they want to be in your world. They want to like be all up in your ish. It's gonna be a family member or a friend, like, how are you doing? You know, I'm hearing that, like, because they want to know, like, what are you up to? Yeah, Ace of Swords, you're gonna get a lot of communication soon. People really want to communicate with you because there's something about you where, for example, some of you guys were going through something, you don't look like it. You look like you're doing better. And they're like, well, what are they doing? For some of you, it's just that you haven't been speaking a lot or communicating. There's something that you're doing, like you're transcending. You're changing, and people are like, they look good. What the hell is going on? Like, how is that happening? Or if people preyed on your downfall and you're over here like looking well rested, that's, my stomach's growling. It's questionable. It's questionable. We have martyr. It says learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself for a cause. So you guys are coming off as a martyr. Let's see something. Hold on. It was a delivery. I got baking soda. I don't know why I felt called to say that, but it was a delivery that came through, so I have to get that. But maybe you guys may have a delivery coming, okay? This person, maybe someone who delivers like stuff, mail, or if you know someone a friend that works in delivery, or I don't know, dropping things off, or like maybe this person's an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, or like a delivery in something. Side note, okay? That could also be who's pulling on your energy. I just heard Chadwick, Chadman, Chad, or something about a university could be significant. This says Samaritan, but it came out in reverse. It says exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So someone who might only give help or show support in hopes to get something in return, or like kind of like, I helped you with this, remember? Or like, yeah, slave in reverse. It says giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear or making your own choices. So someone who's like, I don't like this energy. Someone's kind of mousy. I know someone like this. I know someone who's mousy like this. Like they do things to get for marketing. They do things for sales, right? They do a lot for sales and marketing, but they also don't know how to speak up for themselves. Like it's very weird. Like they do things to see how they can make money or get ahead. They really don't lack that much community compassion. And on top of that, they're very mousy. Like they go around their back. They're like a snake, like a mouse, like a rat. Giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So this could be people who are under a leadership of someone who they're afraid of, like a boss, right? Or like a community leader, or someone who's like, they follow someone but they don't want to piss that person off, although they don't agree with that person. So for example, if you know your boss, well, I just heard bird. Interesting. This person could be a bird. If you know your boss is shady, right? Or a leader of some sort of company or community is shady, right? And maybe you said something about it, or you stood up for yourself and other people know it too, but they didn't say anything. It's like, no, we just gonna be quiet, keep the peace. It's like, okay, Tom, like, you know, like you're just kind of like over it. That could be who some of these people are. Just an idea. Yeah, we have trickster coming out in reverse. It says manipulating others through duplicity. Yeah, so this could be someone who likes to manipulate others. They may be a trickster spirit, a trickster energy, like acting one way, but the truth is they're really this way, just to get by. I'm hearing just to get by. Talib Kweli. Now look at this. Beautiful. You had all those cards in reverse. You guys have some negative energies here in reverse, right? But you have all these positive ones. You have shapeshifter. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. So you have someone who changes, who's transformed. Oh, sorry, baby. Oh, baby, you gotta move your head, Nova. But you have someone who's maybe going through a lot of changes and growth. Someone who's evolved themselves that's also like thinking about you a lot. And maybe they appreciate it because they know, like, they're just evolving. Like, it's kind of like that energy, like, give them time. I said this in another option, let her cook. Let him cook. Like, give them time to grow and evolve. Because that's what's happening. They're evolving. So, someone could be literally a shapeshifter now on a spiritual level. Somebody could be a shapeshifter, it could be, shift in some ways, all right? Now we have a mother. So, some of you guys, your mother or a mother figure is pulling on your energy. Okay, whether living or in the heavens. It says nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy, and giving birth to life. Okay, now, I feel called to say that for some of you, if this is a passed on mother figure, grandmother, mother figure, they could be like using spirits, like animals, to connect with you, or speaking through people to connect with you. That's the side message, okay? That happens often. All right, now we have healer. So this could be like a Reiki healer. Okay, or a naturopathic doctor, or something like that, like someone who's into natural energy healing or herbalism. That's what we have here is a healer. Now it could literally be a nurse or doctor too, okay? But we have healer, someone who's in the healing profession, has a healing touch, healing voice. It says passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So we have a nurturer. We straight up have energies of nurturing and healing, and someone who sees you and sees your worth and is very nurturing and caring. Could even be like an aunt. But then we have, it's interesting, then we have this trickster spirit who acts like they're a good Samaritan, or acts like they're free, like they're this good person, but they're not. So you have the actual good individual or individuals I just heard, and then you have the ones that are not. So you guys have like pretenders, like the fakes that are in the crowd, like just trying to get by. I'm also getting like I just heard scapegoat. I don't know, like that, like people who like to ride coattails. What are they called? Opportunists. Some of these energies are opportunistic energies. These are people who try to see how far they can get with people, to see how much money they have or where they're going, who they know, to be friends with them. And if they find out you don't have anything or that you don't know anybody, they're done. Like, okay, not them. That's who's pulling on your energy, because people are trying to see like, what are you up to? What are you doing? Or these are people you knew from your past. But then you have these powerful energies, which could be all one person or different individuals. Okay. If you felt called to watch another option, go ahead. But look, you have a shapeshifter energy. You have this change, this person who understands change. You have the person who's nurturing and mothering. You have the healer. So very positive, and you have some negative here. Be real with y'all. So let's see what else I can get for y'all. People, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Diana Ross. Gotta let it show. People feel like you're about to come out. Like you're gonna blossom, or you're gonna bloom, or you're gonna spread your wings. Like there's something big. But we have deception. I told you. The person's pulling. Please spend your energy. Protect your energy. I just heard do a return to sender. Lies, distortion, self-deception, blinded by wrong beliefs. We keep getting that. Not seeing what's true. So this could even be someone where someone told them something about you that was not true, but yet they believed it. But it seems like there might be some justice. Your second justice card. Some justice might be coming through, though. It says doing what you think is right. Only honesty brings success, spiritual order, or truth. So there's going to be some sort of spiritual order or truth going to come through, especially about someone or some people that have been deceptive and lying on your name. Small steps. It says small steps. Direction. You have direction, small steps. So someone is being directed to come towards you to give you some sort of breakthrough or clarity. But I'm hearing that you guys are going to have some sort of breakthrough or clarity on what steps to take next. And you might also be shown who this individual is or individuals are. But I'm hearing you don't care. It's interesting because her head is turned the opposite way. She's like, yeah, okay, I see. So-and-so got a mask. You guys might already intuitively know. Maybe that's why you've changed, like spending time with certain people, drastic changes, destruction of the old, unpleasant call, unpleasant surprise, wake-up call. Maybe you guys already knew this. Maybe you guys already knew that there are certain people where it's just like, maybe a tower moment happened or a shakeup happened, and you're like, nope. But you guys, the people who are pulling on you, some of them you are aware of and some of them you don't know with the tower and drastic changes. It could shock you. Some of the people who are actually have their eye on you. I keep saying that there's a positive element to this where it's like you might get an offer, a deal, a sponsor, collaboration that might really set you apart. Like you might be like, oh my God, this is why Spirit had me in a state of rest. Or this is why I was told to step away from these people or step away from that job. You know, like maybe that job would have blocked you from getting this opportunity. So it says direction, being on the right path. So you guys are on the right path. finding direction in life, your own star. So you're following your own star, you're in your own sovereignty. There's small steps, breaking it down into smaller goals, building the momentum one step at a time. So you guys are building momentum. You're just being told to take one step at a time. No matter what's going around you, tower moments, no matter, like your spirit guides have you. And I'm hearing, keep shining your light. As I keep hearing, live my life like it's going, but I'm hearing keep shine your light. Cleo, so I believe. Escaping from what controlled you. See, you guys got away from something that, like maybe a group of people, community, or a mindset that breakthrough to success. That's the tower moment for you. You guys don't see that there's this change that's happening. It may have seemed kind of scary at first, but that it's bringing you to success. An important development is happening, and people want ends on it. People want to know what this is. Because I'm hearing a lot of people thought it would be a change for the worse, but it's a change for the better for you. Futuristic. Yeah, people want to know what you're going to be doing next. It's like, that's why people are pulling on your energy. They want to know what's next, like a show. If you guys share things online, that's why. A futuristic view of the world, modern and unique ideas ahead of your time. So like, some of these people feel like you're ahead of your time. The rise, you're on the rise. You're on the rise. Okay, rebuilding from the ground up, reborn as someone different. See, you're being reborn as someone different. Like I said, Norma Jean and Marilyn Monroe, rise from the ashes. Okay, so you're rising from the ashes. Yeah, you're keeping your feelings and emotions. You saw that? You guys are keeping your feelings and emotions contained, restraining oneself from repressed emotions. So you're not sharing everything. And people are like, what are they doing though? Pleasure, allowing yourself to have pleasure, sexual chemistry with someone doing something pleasurable. So some of these people who are following you are people who have chemistry with you, or they want to have chemistry with you. People who find pleasure by looking at you. Wink, wink. People who want to know what you're doing. I'm hearing there could be two people that want a future with you, like romantically, that are pulling on your energy. Maybe they feel like they don't know what's going on. I'm hearing that this could be someone who's really interested in you and they want a future with you. They want to break through with you. They want to move forward towards you because they feel like they feel guided to you. And then I'm also hearing you have some people who still want to be in your life, just in general. Like, I hope they know we're cool. I'm hearing, I know we're cool. Cool by Gwen Stefani. Yeah, and she talks like talks about an ex and how they're still friends now. So this could be someone who's like, I hope they know we're cool. That's what I'm hearing. I hope they know we're cool, especially if it was like a group or community. Someone wants you to know that you shouldn't doubt them. Like they have your back. Like, I hope you know we're cool. Sacred alchemy. Something is happening in the spirit realm for y'all. I'm getting like you guys have like angels that are pulling on your energy, like cherubim angels. Yeah, magical process of creation, creating a life of magic union with the divine. So divine source itself is pulling on your energy. Because it's time for upgrade. Upgrade. It's time for you to shapeshift. So, yeah, you guys have spirits like helping you with angels, angelic beings, source energy that is pulling on your energy because you're about to be upgraded to your purpose. Yeah, child divine. It says innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. You have a special connection with the divine, but it also says an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. So, yeah, your angels are protecting you from things that you don't see. I'm also hearing that these people could have like really been haters or been spreading some sort of negativity about you, and your angels are coming through as avengers. Desire to balance the scales of justice. See, maybe someone's in jail who's thinking about you, but desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. See, you're being like avenged. Like what is it? Like someone's fighting for you. I'm here. We'll fight for you. Larry H. Parker. That's like law. So someone's fighting for you. Maybe your spirit guides are fighting for you or protecting you. Okay. Yeah. Child orphan. Independence based on learning to go at it alone. Conquering fear of surviving. So your spirit guides are proud of you. That's the side note. Your spirit guides and angels are really proud of you because they see you doing a lot alone, and that maybe it hasn't always been fair, especially if you have a mother figure that's like watching over you from the higher realms. Like they know that there are people who've been against you, but I'm hearing with us by your side, no one can come against you. So you have help and support. So these people don't matter. The haters don't matter. But you have a lot of people who are rooting for you too. And that's what they want you to focus on, the people who are rooting for you. And that you guys have the potential, keep doing what you're doing, whether that be solitude. If you only come online to post business, do that. But it's like, keep doing what you're doing because there's success on its way. There's changes that are happening, behind the scenes and in the 3D. Do not be discouraged because there's a lot of good stuff coming and a lot of stuff that's going to be positive for you. Okay, that's going to help you level up. You just don't see it yet. I'm hearing, I just haven't met you yet. So maybe there's someone pulling your energy that you haven't even met yet. That's going to be like some sort of blessing in disguise or help. That's what I have for you guys. Option 3, comment, share, like, and subscribe. Cleanse and protect your energy, because you guys have a lot. You guys had the most out of all 3 options of like people in the 3D that are pulling on your energy. So keep that in mind. Cleanse and protect your energy. Keep doing you and keep winning, boo. Keep winning, boo-boo. That's why I just started. Keep winning. Love y'all.